Hey, Tara here, and I'm coming to you right here from my very own kitchen. And I just didn't want to take a ton of time, but I just wanted to go through a few things. I was thinking about, just the weekend. It's totally different for everybody, but I really enjoy taking my weekends as a time to just relax a little bit more. And I want that opportunity just to kind of lay back. I take Monday through Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to really hammer out my week. So Fridays is kind of like the beginning of my downtime into relaxation and having that with my family. And as much as I really enjoy being able to work and study and have, that balance and that flow there. I also like it in my time of rest because it adds a dynamic of balance that I really want to incorporate. And I don't think that our bodies are designed to just keep going all week. I think sometimes we need a little bit of a break. Sometimes we just need to relax and enjoy life. We weren't meant and designed that all we do is work, 7 days a week. We need time to be able to just relax and enjoy. And one of those pastimes that I really enjoy, and it might be different for you, but I really enjoy baking and cooking. And I was actually thinking about it because what sparked the idea of Foodie Friday, which is something that I'm introducing, is that I actually have a trip next week. It's a work trip. It's one of the few rare weekends that I'll actually be working. I'll be in training all weekend, but I'm actually going to be learning about food and nutrition, and things like that. So at any rate, I wanted to prepare some snacks and things because I'm all about cost savings. I'm all about using your time, your money, your resources effectively. And it's really difficult to be able to do that when you're traveling, when you're going places, when you're doing different things. And even though you might have a budget set aside to be able to incorporate money and food that way, you might be able to eat out. You might be able to afford that because you budgeted for that. But I'm about keeping money in my bank account because I want it to grow. Okay, because I want to model that to my kids. I want to model that for my family. I want to model that to you. It's not about how much you spend. It's about how much you keep in your account. And I think it's also about what you enjoy doing, what you're passionate about. You really should consider pursuing that, right? So, I looked at the different areas throughout the week when I'm doing Facebook Lives that I really want to theme, meaning areas that I would really like to focus on with you and help create value for you. So I thought that Foodie Fridays was perfect because for me, it's very relaxing. Some people don't find cooking and baking relaxing, but I do. And I wanted something that I could travel with on the plane because the airport prices aren't exactly cheap. And I'm going to be training, and even though our room is going to have a microwave and a refrigerator and different things in it, I'm not driving, so I can't do the cooler thing. I'm actually flying, so I have to think a little bit more about foods that I can take with me on the plane. So that sparks some ideas of creativity for me. In addition to that, a lot of times the mornings are kind of crazy. And, not necessarily during the weekends, but during the week. So I wanted to work ahead a little bit to get some things going so that throughout my week we have a steady flow of food that's ready to go and ready to serve, and it's healthy. I'm not stopping through a drive-through. I'm just focused on feeding my family and doing it from home. And so I have something for you in that category, as well as I worked ahead a little bit yesterday. I created 2 meals that I posted about on my wall. One of them in particular, I didn't post the other one, but I actually made 2 separate meals. So we're a little bit ahead there. I wanted to keep that flow going. I also wanted to just enjoy and rest and be able to take a nap today. I wanted to spend time with the baby because she's home with me today. I want to be able to show you how to make meals and create a lifestyle around your kids, not standing in your kitchen cooking all the time, not, spending endless hours trying to create a recipe that that flops. I want to show you how to decrease your time so that you can have more time taking a nap or spending with the family or being able to go and do things and not having to worry about anything. So I wanted to make Foodie Friday about sharing tips and strategies in your kitchen, maybe even a little bit of recipes and things like that. I'm still navigating it a little bit, but I just want to be able to bring some different tips and strategies to the table so that you can have more freedom with your time and you can have more freedom with your money so you're not spending unnecessarily or you know, in an absorbent type of fashion, right? And so I wanted to introduce Foodie Fridays to you as just a way of doing that. And you're probably wondering, well, Tara, what did you do that you're saying you decreased your time? I mean, gosh, you just mentioned 3 different things that you're doing. That's right. I'm preparing for a trip for one. I'm preparing meals, breakfast meals for my family, and I'm preparing dinner to stay ahead. And yes, these are 3 different things. Well, how can you do that quickly? Well, you know, it's really simple. I'm still going to have time to go on a walk with my daughter today, which was a goal that I had for my rest time and relaxation. And my second goal was taking a nap, which I'll be able to do both. And I'll still be able to get my work and things in. But when we say rest is not necessarily about just sleeping, okay? Rest is learning what things to do that you feel called and led to do that are purposed, and the other things maybe you lay down until a different day. You're supposed to enjoy and relax and live a little bit. And so I'm in the kitchen because that's my pastime, and how I was able to do those things in less time, how I was able to create those snack options, how I was able to create those breakfast meals, how I was able to create that meal ahead of time is really simple. So all in all, everything only took me about maybe, I'd say about half an hour or so just in prep time. And the different things that I created are all health conscious items. I do follow a meal plan, but honestly, these meals, it's not so much about being on a diet. It's not so much about, you know, what exactly you're eliminating. Actually, you can enjoy foods. It's just how you prepare them and maybe substituting out a few things here and there, but it can be applied to any eating plan potentially. So the first thing that I really wanted to share with you here on Foodie Friday that I created are my muffins, as you can see. And these are really awesome because they come from a plan called Trim Healthy Mama. That's what I actually follow, but you might follow something different. And all it is just, you know, basically some oatmeal and some fruit and other things. But because of copyright, I have to be really careful about what I actually share, considering the ingredients. But you can go to Facebook, you can go to the Trim Healthy Mama page and actually find the recipe there. The other thing that I'm cooking, which also comes from there, is something, and I'm going to take the crock pot lid off here so you can kind of see here. Oops. Right now I just started it. And what it actually is chicken lime tacos. And these are on a low setting. And it's not that much. It's just, again, it's a copyright issue. It's just to give you an idea of what potentially is in it. There is salsa verde and chicken and lime and some other things. So you definitely want to take a look at that if you're looking for some different ideas. Crock-pot meals are a really good way to be able to incorporate something that doesn't take a whole lot of time. I basically just put the chicken and the seasonings and the salsa in, and I'll let it cook on low for 5 hours. And it took me maybe 5 to 10 minutes to do. The muffins took a little bit longer because I actually, instead of using fresh fruit, I used frozen fruit. So those actually took me a little bit longer to do, to chop up the fruit and things like that. But I think in totality, it was definitely within that, 15 to 30 minute window as well. It's kind of like I did it all at the same time. The other thing that I wanted to mention, the snack that I'm making, is something that has to do with coconut, actually. And all of this is just basically coconut and seasonings. I don't know if you can see that there. And so all I did was just took unsweetened coconut and spread it out and added the seasonings that I wanted. It's also another Trim Healthy Mama option. And just something quick. What I'll do to reserve the crispness and the freshness, I don't know if you knew this or not, but you can actually freeze coconut. And so what I'll do is I'll cook it and bake it for a good 20 minutes or so. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put it in while we're here on live so you can see. I've got this setting at about 350 degrees. I'm just going to have to watch it a little bit closely because coconut is something that can potentially burn. So I will have to continue to check it as we're going live. But as you can see, I'm just now starting to put it in my oven here. And then I'll just keep stirring that. When it's done, what I'll do is pull it out and I'll let it cool off, and then I'll put it in the freezer. And how I'll be saving on time is that rather than preparing the night before, because actually I do work and I'm kind of in some transitions, but I am in law enforcement. And so I work at night and I won't have a lot of time before I have to go to the airport that morning. I'll actually get off in the morning early, like overnight morning, and then I'll turn around and have to go to the airport. So I won't have a lot of time to cook. So anything that I can prepare ahead of time within that span is good. So now is my time. I actually looked at my schedule and saw where I could block off that time to be creative in the kitchen and cook. So this is my creativity window. I talked about it the other day on a post with working on some furniture that I'm repurposing and things like that. Every day I choose maybe an hour or two, depending on my day, that I can just be creative and let juices flow. So this is my not only catch up and be prepared, but this is like my creative window to create things that I want to be able to do and to share. And Foodie Friday is going to be perfect, actually, because it'll allow me to spark some creativity and some new ideas with you, actually. And so I'll work on this, getting this and watching this recipe that's in the oven with the coconut. But when it cools, I'll freeze it. I'll have it ready. And all I'll have to do come that Friday morning is just pull it out of the freezer. I'll probably create maybe one or two things. I'll try to maybe take a couple photos, if I could talk. And I'll post those so that way you can kind of see and get an idea of some of the different things that you can make and take on a plane that are simple, quick, effective. And once my time is over here in the kitchen, which will be right around noon, I'll just end whatever I'm doing, and whatever I didn't get done, I'll just repurpose that for, say, maybe at some point over the weekend, since it is relaxing, or I'll find a way to incorporate it into my schedule this next week so that I'm not conflicting with family time and I can spend with them, especially knowing that Saturday night I have a date with my husband. Yay, I'm so excited. And we're going to go see a movie. So I'll work and do a little bit of things in the morning, and then we'll have the night together. So Saturday's actually out for me, and Sunday I'm actually going to just be relaxing and resting. And so that doesn't really give me a whole lot of time with even in my weekend. So working ahead really is essential, but it's just in a very relaxing type of fashion where I'm just really picking recipes that minimize my time. So if you're looking for something quick that you can do, I would definitely encourage you to consider crock pot meals that are healthy options. You just saw my chicken lime tacos. I just showed you what's in there. Hey Amber, nice to have you. And then I made the muffins, which you saw with the fruit in them, in the oatmeal. And so it's a nice healthy way. Grab one or two of those, especially if you're on the go early in the morning or going to sports practices or different things in the afternoons. All of this took no more than 30 to 40 minutes, absolutely max. Okay, and then the snack option, obviously, that's in the oven. I'll keep an eye on it. That's no more than 20 minutes. So everything I did just here, I created 3 different meals: breakfast, snacks, and dinner, all under 40 minutes. Okay, so it's definitely doable. It's healthy things. And if you manage your time and you look at that time and you make that 40 minutes within your schedule, there's so much that you can do and create in a very short amount of time that you would be spending an hour or maybe even possibly two creating and preparing for, or going through a drive-through and using those expenses that are not necessary, that you could be saving and keeping in your account or purposing for something else, another maybe financial goal that you have, or something that's not detracting from your family time or things that you want to do with them. So the idea is to leverage your time a little bit but still enjoy it and still be in a state of peace and relaxation. It was really good to be here with you. I'm probably going to be, I've got one special announcement that I actually want to share with you this afternoon, so definitely stay tuned with that because I'm looking forward to really sharing that with you. I'm probably going to go live somewhere around 1:30 this afternoon, so just here in a few hours. And if you haven't already, I'm going to post the link in the comment section about joining my VIP list. It's all exclusive and you'll be the first to have free tips, tools, strategies, ideas that I'm sharing. It's just another means and way for us to connect. I'm going to leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to click on that, fill out your name and your email, and then click on the subscription button and make sure you go to your spam folders because it's going to send you a verification. A lot of times that verification likes to go in the spam. So make sure that you check that so that way we can make sure that you're a confirmed subscriber. Yay, that's something new we started this week. And then the other thing too, I'm going to be posting my business link in the comments as well. Be sure to check that out. It's going to be showing and demonstrating to you a little bit more about what it is that I do in business. So make sure that you click on that you watch the video first. And then go ahead, it'll take you to a spot to fill out your application. Please fill and reserve that spot so that way we can stay connected that way as well. And I will post those again, both in the comments, and I will look forward to seeing you here around 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to it. Take care. Hope you enjoyed Foodie Friday. Bye for now.